Hi everyone, I'm Nicole. I'm with the Alpha-1 Canadian Registry. So the registry was started back in 1999 by Dr. Chapman, and I'm just going to take you through a bit about what the registry is, how you can join, and some of the things that we can help you out with. So the purpose of the registry is basically to identify and gather information about those affected by Alpha-1 across Canada. And then we store all this information in confidential databases and use it to learn more about the disease, as it is a rare condition. And another purpose is to, when we look at the data, we are trying to understand why some people with the disorder remain generally free from having any symptoms, and why others develop more severe emphysema. As well, the registry is there in order to provide participants information about certain clinical trials that are ongoing. So for individuals who might not have access to prolastin coverage through their insurance plan, then we can direct you to clinical trials that are going on throughout Canada in order to help you out with your Alpha-1. So if you decide to join the registry, if there are some of you here today who are not already part of the registry, the process to enroll is, there's quite a few forms that you do have to fill out, but don't get overwhelmed. We can help you out with filling them out or trying to get access to the certain information from your family physician or respirologist. So in order to join, there's 4 different forms that we have you complete and send back to us. So there's a consent form that gives you more information about what the registry is, and a simple baseline medical information about your past medical history, and then another questionnaire about your symptoms and your breathing, and finally a release of medical information that just allows us to contact your family physician or respirologist in the future if we require any other information that we can't get from you. And after that, we reach out to you about once a year and have you fill out 2 forms on an annual basis. One is just a 1-page follow-up form asking if there's any changes in your medical history over the past year or so, and we try to get a copy of your breathing tests if you've had them performed. And then we also have you do the symptoms questionnaire again, just so we can track the progression on an annual basis. And like I said before, all of your information is held in confidential databases, and your participation is always voluntary. You're able to withdraw from the registry at any point if you should decide to do so. Another thing that the registry helps out with is family screening. So as you've heard today, it is a genetic condition that affects other individuals in your family as well. And so we're there to provide you with information for yourself individually, but also information that you can give to your siblings or children if they're sort of hesitant to get tested or want to learn more about the disorder and the treatment. So as mentioned by Dr. Chapman, we try to emphasize the importance of screening your siblings, as they have a 25% chance of also being affected by Alpha-1 if you're a ZZ or SZ individual. And your children have a reduced risk of developing or having Alpha-1, having a genotype of SZ or ZZ. However, we are still there to help facilitate screening for your children as well. So there's 2 different ways that we can perform genetic testing. There's one through just a simple lab requisition that you can take to a Life Labs, and there they will draw blood, and that will get sent off to the lab at Credit Valley, as was mentioned earlier. And then the result will get sent back to either your family physician or Dr. Chapman's office, whichever physician signs off on the requisition form. And then we also have another method to perform genetic testing, which is quite unique in that it is sort of an off-the-grid method, as it doesn't go through the medical records system at all. So it's an alpha kit. It is a finger prick where you draw blood and you fill out a sheet with 3 different circles of blood, and this gets sent off to a lab in Florida. and they conduct the genetic sequencing there, and they will then send us back the results, and we're just able to inform you of the results and provide you a copy with the genetic test. So we often recommend this for individuals who are sort of concerned about their insurance policy or program, and sort of want this test result or the actual knowledge that the testing was performed or that this disorder runs in your family, if they want it to remain confidential and separate from the medical records. So if you are interested in having genetic testing performed on any of your siblings or children, you can contact us at the registry. I have some Alpha kits with me here today if you would like one for either yourself or someone else that you know, and we can set that up for you. And we're also able to connect with your family physicians if they want to know more about screening, or if you need help getting that screening and testing done. So we do have a website with quite a lot of information on it. There's information for both patients and physicians. There's information about clinical trials that are ongoing. As well, there's a link for you to register with us if you're not already registered. You can find the forms that you have to fill out on the website. And there's also more information about all of the support groups that you've heard from today. We also have a presence on Twitter if you'd like to connect with us that way. And I will leave you with this last slide. It just has some of our contact information on there. We're located at Toronto Western Hospital with Dr. Chapman. And if you would like to pick up some brochures for the registry, you can find them at the booth over there. And there's also a newsletter and a business card if you want to get in touch, or if you want to enroll in the registry today, I can set you up with the forms that you need to fill out. Okay, thank you.